Hi everyone. I just posted an AMA on my Facebook page and on my Instagram page, which means Ask Me Anything. And it's a bit of a weird one, I gave some kind of prompts that maybe asked me about my music making or about being an independent artist, or do you want to talk about books and movies or music or life in general. I have been writing my blog about this process of making this record since about October, and I'm starting to feel like, maybe what I'm writing about is interesting to me, but I'm not really sure if all of it is particularly interesting. Also, I feel like a lot of the stuff that I post on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube is like, oh, here's my latest video, or check out this and that stuff, or go to my Spotify or whatever. So it's a bit of a billboard and just kind of making you guys aware of what is coming up next. But I think we're missing an opportunity for having a conversation, for doing something cool together. So this is my invitation to invite you to a conversation and ask me anything that you might want to ask me. For example, if there is something that you want to ask me about the process of making the record, any of the background or the stories behind the songs, or myself, I find it really interesting to hear about other artists' creative process and how they go through things and how they work. So if you're interested in hearing that, then I'd be more than happy to continue to share the process with you. Also, I think maybe some of you are artists yourselves. So if you're interested in knowing more about the process of actually putting out this record or being an independent artist, when I first started with my band Velcra, we were signed to Virgin Records and very much worked through the kind of typical way of being signed to a band and having a manager. And then our third album, we set up our own label and worked with a distributor to put our album out that way. And now for this record, I'm completely independent. I'm doing everything on this sort of direct way. Yeah, I think this is a cool thing to do. I'm not without a label because I couldn't get one. It's because I think there are also actual clear benefits for doing it on my own, and I really enjoy the process of working this way. I think this is a really exciting time to be a musician. There's a lot of services out there. There are a lot of things that you can do that you weren't able to do before to make people aware of your music, and also to make it available. It's super easy and not really a big deal to release something. I don't think being an independent artist is necessarily for everyone at all. It takes a lot of focus, and you need to be quite organized and sort of interested in doing that, because it's a lot of work and you need to figure out quite a few things. But if that's something that you want to perhaps hear more about, or if you're about to put your own music out there and would like to sort of learn a bit more about that, then that would be something that I'm more than happy to talk about. And then finally, I also had there a bit of weird prompts going of like, oh, if you want to talk about life or your struggles or something like that. I'm not suggesting that I'm your agony aunt, but I think we listen to music or connect to music because it helps us work through some things in life. I certainly write music for that very purpose of working through my shit, or having a real kind of fertile playground for thinking about the world and thinking about life and kind of creating meaning. Artists that are important to me kind of help me do the same. So if there's anything that any kind of topics or conversations kind of outside music and outside of them releasing this record or whatever, I think these could be really interesting conversations to have. And if any of my songs kind of prompt those feelings or those ideas, then this could be something really cool to do. So there we go. Ask me anything. AMA. Just send me something on you can use the DM, the direct messaging function on Facebook or Instagram. You can send me email on jessi@jessifrey.com, or you can use the contact form on my website at jessifrey.com. And just ask me anything.